more stuff from this toy lot, you guys. There was quite a few books, and some of them you're just going to see pictures of the listings because I didn't take time to stop every bag that I was doing and take pictures of everything, which I apologize for, but there was so much stuff. But the books were pretty much all kids' books. I don't think this one is a kid's book. I just thought it was kind of a cool cover. It's called Wild Geese. This one I thought was really neat. It's called Circus Dan, and it still has the dust jacket, even though the dust jacket is a little worse for wear. But somebody inscribed it in 1943. It's actually from 1933. I was hoping there was going to be some neat circus illustrations in here, but there really aren't any. But this is one of those books where it gets kind of crispy at the edges, you know. But it's Circus Dan, a mystery story for boys. So I was going to read it, but then I guess I'm not allowed. This is a vintage school book. It's called The Work Playbooks Round the Year. And I love these old school books. I have actually quite a collection of them, and this one might go in my collection. But the graphics. And it's from 1934. Let's see, nice big writing. Look at that. I just love the graphics in these. So many cute little pictures. So I thought that one was really neat. And then this one is really cute. This is called Billy Whiskers. And it's also in 1930s or 20s, actually, I think. It's not in the greatest shape. It's got writing on it and everything, but it has some really neat graphics in it, too. But I thought it was really cute that at some point, some kid that owned this made a little library card with a little due date and everything on there. I thought that was really cute. And then I've got some Raggedy Ann and Andy books. These are also some of the very older ones. Not worth as much as they used to be. These books used to be, you know, like a lot of things kind of go up and down. These books would have fetched quite a bit of money maybe about 10 years ago. And Raggedy Ann just isn't as popular as she once was. And then there was some other fun stuff in this bag. There was a Rice-A-Roni clock timer. It's actually a timer for your Rice-A-Roni. It has the instructions with it. I did put batteries in and check it out, and it does work. I've had these before. They sell for about $10. This is an 1987 My Little Pony. Her name is Sweet Dreams. And she came with this diaper, which the elastic was bad. So we did a little repair job on it. She has a bottle as her mark. She's actually in really nice condition, and she's got sleep eyes. But these sell in the hundreds of dollars, especially if she's got her diaper. And I'm assuming from the way that her mouth is that she probably had a bottle too. But I'm probably going to list this for like $250. So that's a score. So more fun and interesting stuff from this Cleanout lot that I got. This is a baby troll. I believe these are from the 90s. It doesn't actually have a date on it, but it has a little rocking horse. It kind of reminds me almost like a Cabbage Patch outfit. It's like corduroy, and it has a little hat on that's sewn on its head. So that was interesting. Over here I have sitting a 1950s Duncan yo-yo. And I'm not sure if I showed you guys or not, but I also had like a little bag of yo-yo strings. So maybe I should put those together. This I thought was pretty cute. Mickey Mouse pair of scissors. I know they made these with all kinds of different characters. They even had Strawberry Shortcake ones, which I don't have. I need those. But they have Care Bear ones. They have Superman and Wonder Woman. They've got all kinds. But I got some little Mickey ones here. They're just like kids' safety scissors. There was some pretty cool vintage Fisher-Price items. So this is, you can see that's a really, oh, come on. There we go. That's a really old Fisher-Price logo. This is Dr. Doodle, number 477. He's a pull toy. Unfortunately, he's missing his front wheels. One in a pretty similar condition to this with the front wheels sold for $100. So I don't know. I think he should do pretty well, even though he is missing his wheels, because I don't know if those could be replaced or not, but could find something else that works, right? Here's another vintage Fisher-Price item. Let's see. Where was the logo? Here we go. On the back here, we have that old logo. This is actually from the 50s, and it's a Mickey Mouse puddle jumper. It's pretty cute because as it rolls along, he like goes back and forth. I guess it's better if you see it from the front. Cute, right? And then this, I really kind of didn't think was going to be anything, but I looked it up on there's no markings on it. So I looked it up on Google Lens, which is a really good tool if you don't know what things are. And the thing with Google Lens is there is kind of a trick to it. Like you can do something, take a picture, and if nothing comes up, change the lighting a little, move the item a little, take another picture, you'll get totally different results. So if you look on Google Lens and you don't find anything that you're looking for, because like at first this was showing elephants, then I just kind of changed it around and then took another picture, and then I actually got one of these. So this is actually a Miller, a very early, basically mold-a-rama, if you know what those are. It's like an injection mold machine that they have at some amusement parks and attractions. It's starting in the 50s, and they're pretty collectible. These were actually sold at dime stores, but they were made with that same kind of machine. So you can see like here, he's got this ridge on his back for where the mold went together. And so I actually listed this for $100. So I was super glad that I kept trying on Google Lens, because otherwise I probably would have put it for like $10 on eBay. You know, I would have searched Black Brontosaurus and maybe saw what I could find, and maybe I would have found it, but maybe not. So that Google Lens is nice. It's nice. And then let's see what else I've got here. Oh, this is cool. So I don't know if you've seen my video. I will link it here, where I found a composition doll of Buddy Lee. I actually sold that for $500. So that was an awesome find. Not from this find. That is a different find from this. But these composition dolls can do really well. Now this is, I believe it's Dopey from the Seven Dwarfs. It does say Walt Disney on the back of his head. I'm just not sure which dwarf it is. But this is not his original outfit. Someone recreated this outfit for him. And his head is composition and his hands, but the rest of his body is just cloth and like filled with some sort of sawdust. But composition, again, is like a sawdust pressed together into a mold with glue, and then that's how they made dolls. They called them unbreakable dolls starting in like the 20s, because previously to that, dolls were mostly porcelain, and then of course kids would break them, so these were seen as safer. But I listed him for 60. We'll see though. You know, some of these things I'm kind of, you know, especially these composition dolls, they're pretty rare. So I'm kind of just guessing, and then maybe I'll get more for him. Here's another composition doll. Now it's kind of got that cupey look to it, but it doesn't have wings. Now you can see here, see the, you can see like the compressed sawdust there in the break in its head. These are typically either broken or, I don't know if you can tell, they do have, it does have a lot of crazing, which is like the fine little lines that aren't quite breaks, but sort of are. Anyway, this is a pretty neat one, and it's Cupid style, and I listed this one for $100, but again, we'll see. My question is, who doesn't need a 3-pack of Snap, Crackle, and Pop Rice Krispies beanie bag dudes? Right? Everyone needs this. This is kind of a cool set. Is Blondie and Dagwood interchangeable blocks, and it says 2-in-1 double pictures, double fun, over 1 trillion combinations. 1 trillion? I don't know about 1 trillion, but these are picture blocks, and you set them out to presumably make the correct picture, and then also you can interchange the blocks. So, you know, slightly different hairdos on Blondie, or different bow ties, or different shirts on Dagwood. Is this one without his head? Oh, no. Oh, he's in a pool. Okay, I was like, what is going on there? So it's kind of cool, kind of interesting. Blondie and Dagwood. I haven't come across a lot of stuff with them on it, so that's kind of cool. This is an awesome little Polly Pocket compact that is a speedboat set. So it's like a little beach club, and then she's on a speedboat, and there's a little dolphin there that I believe comes out. And then she comes, oh, it's also a ring. Oh, I've had a few of these before, the little Polly rings. I've never had them in a compact before, so I didn't realize they came in one. So I just pulled this little guy out of a bag. I hadn't seen him when we were packing stuff up. But it said, there's a note there that said Mickey Mouse bisque figure 1930s. I don't know if you can see here. I'll kind of shine it in the light. It actually has Mickey printed on his chest. And then back here, it says Walt Disney. Made in Japan. He's got quite a bit of paint loss on him, but he doesn't really have any, like, that's just from paint. It's not like chips or anything. He looks really nice. And here's another doll. This is a Mary Poppins doll. Now this is made by Horseman Company, and their dolls, most of their dolls are just never great. They're just kind of poorish quality. The shoes are kind of junky. I mean, she's wearing black fishnets. That just doesn't seem right for Mary Poppins, right? But I have had these dolls before, and they are also wearing black fishnets. So that's just how she came. Also got this awesome soft sculpture Cabbage Patch doll. Now, actually, I believe that this is pre-Cabbage Patch doll, because her tag on her side just says The Little People, 1978. There's no other years. She is kind of dirty, unfortunately, but also most of the soft sculpture dolls, they kind of have, they're definitely much larger than a Cabbage Patch doll. And I'm going to do a comparison video. I have another video about soft sculpture dolls, but I'm going to do a comparison video between this one and a Cabbage Patch doll, just to kind of show you. But this one is even a little different than most soft sculpture dolls because her head is pretty small. It's almost the same size as the mass-produced like Coleco strawberry shortcake, Cabbage Patch, but the regular soft sculptures, the heads are quite a bit bigger than this usually. Here's another item from the pile, My Pretty Doll House, Happy Heart Mansion. Now I'm going to open this up because I can tell that the mom isn't up here. I don't know if you can see up here, but the mom is missing, so I'm not sure what else is missing, but I'll do a separate video on that. And while I didn't find many or any, I don't think, trolls in this lot, I did get this cool Wishnik troll Shanty Shack, which, don't those mean the same thing? I think they do. This is by Ideal, and it's like a little carrying case for your trolls, and there's some sort of pipe or something coming out. No peddlers, because I guess trolls don't want to buy things from solicitors. And that's the shower there. Got some interesting, there's your exit and the broken windows. Got some interesting drawings on it here. And then you fold it out, and on this side you've got beds and like little logs, so maybe it's like a table and the logs are like chairs. And then on this side you've got a fireplace with an axe, and then like I guess this is a table also with little logs as your chairs. And these are like 3D molded. The fireplace hearth here, the blanket that's on the floor, and your table and your logs and everything. Interesting little toy. And there was also this whole stack of vintage books. The Story of Jesus, that one's from the 40s. This Littlest Angel is from the 80s. They just had such a mishmash of stuff at this house. This is actually two little golden book Pinocchio books. And then we've got A Fish Out of Water, which is kind of a fun book. This is 4 1930s copies of Nature magazine. And then this fun sort of golden book style Mighty Mouse book, but this is from 1952. He looks different than how we saw him in the 80s, at least. And then there's a few pop-up books. This one is Little Red Riding Hood. I'll just show you one of the pop-ups on each of these. They're pretty cool, all of them. This one is the Flintstones. I'm going to show you one of their pop-ups here. And then we have Yogi Bear in the Beaver Dam. There's Yogi in his bed, which is also in the water. Here's another super cool item that was in the lot there. This is Snow White and all 7 dwarves. Now, I was lucky that they priced these as a set instead of individually, because I think they probably would have sold individually, but they priced the whole set for $100. So it was still left at the end of the sale. These are made by Mattel, and Snow White comes with a little book, but these were from 1992. So it's a pretty cool set. The dwarves are like vinyl. They look like they are jointed. At least their arms are. I don't think their legs are. I think their legs are solitary and their heads are like their body is one whole piece, but their arms look like they're jointed. And then of course Snow White is like a beautiful fashion doll style, Barbie style doll. And then Snow White, of course, is like a beautiful fashion style Barbie doll type doll. What's in there, Meatball? What's in there?
Did you get it? Whoa, what happened? What happened? Go get it. Oh, you got it.
One of the dolls that was in the lot. Now, I've told you guys before that I don't really buy Madame Alexander dolls very often, the older ones, because they don't really do that well. The newer ones, the ones from the 2000s, like 2006 and forward, really do the best. But this one is named Sergeant, and she's 14 inches and still perfect in her box with her tag and everything. And she comps at about $30. So like I've said before, there's a few that do pretty well, but for the most part, not. There's another Madame Alexander box, and most of these, look at this, $95. Yikes. Most of these have other stuff in them. So the doll that's supposed to be in here is Mimi 1411. Not sure if it's in here or not. Let's take a look. Oh, other stuff. Oh, it does look like that there is a doll. Oh, and it is Mimi. Let's take a look at her. Oh, she looks pretty. She looks in nice condition. Maybe she'll be another good exception to our Madame Alexander's aren't that great rule. She does have the kind of glued in ringlets. That's pretty, and a little necklace. So we'll have to check her out and see what her comps are. Looks like we have another little bag of babies. So let's see. Ooh, this is an interesting little baby doll. I don't see any markings on it. It feels like it might be composition, but I'm not entirely sure. Lays down on its side and sleeps. And looks like there's another one in here. Oh yeah, there's another one. It's in a little bit of a different position. Oh, this one has a stamp on it. Oh, it says Japan. And then let's see, we have another Cupie style doll here. No wings again, so it's not actually a Cupie. This says Gobel, West Germany. Interesting. And then we've got two tiny little guys, but maybe they're supposed to be like for a dollhouse because they're so little. They are jointed. You can see their legs go. I don't think the head is. Does she actually have sleep eyes in there? Oh my gosh, this one has tiny little, they have tiny little sleep eyes. Wow. We have this little guy, which is definitely not composition. It's really light, like maybe celluloid plastic, like super, super lightweight. Like these didn't survive because they're so light. Let's see what it says back here. The maker. Horlave. Celluloid. Oh, there you go. So then there's one more doll in here. He's heavy. Sort of porcelain-y feeling. Oh, look at that fat little face. They have him dressed up in like a leather cowboy outfit, but I don't know if that's what he initially came with. So next we've got this big box here, and it's Mimi and the Goo Goos, the fun fair, which is this giant thing that originally cost $50 and was marked down to $15. Oh. But this is, so Mimi and the Goo Goos, I've had a few of their things before, nothing huge like this. Nothing in the box before, actually. But this is like a fair set. So it looks like there's some rides and maybe a little train. And Mimi and the Goo Goos is sort of, if you're not familiar with them, it's sort of Polly Pocket style, except for the people are little babies, hence Goo Goos.